Potato! Welcome, boys and girls, and all the new people to the Potato Army to a brand new horror movie review. And as you can tell by the thumbnail and the title, today we are reviewing the first of the Hatchet series. I think there's been a total of 4 Hatchet films, 1, 2 and 3, and then the 4th one being subtitled Victor Crowley. They've all been written, and I think 3 of them have been directed by Adam Green. He's done a few like different small horror films, but I think Hatchet is his big baby sort of thing. Like, you can tell with this film that there is a lot of love from a horror fan, and because you're watching it and it has the elements of the gore with the spookiness, and then there's the bit of comedy, but not way too much comedy, and it does work. And I think this film flopped at the box office, but it's become a cult classic over the years. This was released in 2006. It's starring Kane Hodder as Victor Crowley. Most of you probably know Kane Hodder from his roles as Jason Voorhees. So I think it was after part 7 afterwards he carried on. I think he's like the person who's played Jason the most. And also you got Joel David Moore, who was in Avatar, I think. Then you got Parry Shen. Adam Green actually turns up in this as like a director's cameo, and Tamara Fieldman turns up as Mary Beth in this movie, but then gets replaced in 2 and 3, played by Danielle Harris. Then there's also Dean Richmond, who plays Marcus, who is a big comedy role for this film, but his comedy helps the film to be sort of watchable, because if this film had like no comedy in it, it would be but it would be like watching Wrong Turn after 3. So watch Wrong Turn 4, 5, 6, 7, you guys will know what I mean. Also, you have a few big horror icon cameos pop up in this. Obviously you got like Kane Hodder, who plays Jason, and then you have Robert Englund pop up, who plays obviously Freddy. Then you've also got Candyman Tony Todd in this movie. Tony Todd is my one all-time favourite actor, and my favourite actress is Danielle Harris, and both from amazing horror franchises. Danielle Harris obviously from a young age being Jamie from Halloween 4 and 5, but this film, like I said, I think it flopped because there was a £1.5 million budget, and I think when it went to box office it only earned like 300,000, something like that. But this has become a cult classic over the years. Word got spread around of how good the actual film was. I think Hatchet 1 is the better one of the series. I like to say like Hatchet 2 or 3 because it's obviously got Danielle Harris in it, but Hatchet 1, it's just such a good combination of comedy and gore and stuff like that, and the cameos that pop up in it, you're like, oh my god, this is actually pretty sick. Then you also get to see a lot of boobies, nice lot of titties in this movie, as they're in Amsterdam for Day of the Dead. Everyone's just getting piss ass drunk. You see a lot of titties. I mean, at the start of the film, I think he wants to go and like go on a boat trip, and he's like, I'm tired of boobs. Aren't you tired of seeing enough boobs? And Marcus is like, is that a thing? Who can be tired of too much boobs? I mean, man boobs is different, but women boobs, you can look at them all day. Tell me a perfect thing better than women's boobs. I'll wait. But the most of the story based around this film and the other 3 films, because I think they're all set in like 3 nights. Obviously the film starts out with Robert Englund and his son trying to catch gators because they've shut the swamp down, because obviously people are scared of Victor Crowley, so they've completely shut the swamps there, trying to catch gators, trying to obviously get some of those gators, get that money in, sort of thing, get that money rolling. Then they end up obviously bumping into Victor Crowley. Robert Englund, that's about 4 minutes in this film, which is absolutely crazy. To tell you the truth, fucking Robert Englund's Freddy character looks like he'd only last 4 minutes at something else as well. because he's no good at his little knivey, and then obviously you get brought into this new group where a group of lads are obviously in Amsterdam for Day of the Dead, partying, drinking, and one of them's just like, do you know what, I want to do something else, I'm tired of drinking. So he goes on a boat trip, and he ends up bumping into Mary Beth and all the other characters in this film. You also run into a person who I can only say is, I have seen videos of where he pretends to be a porn producer, but he's not. He's normally just a normal man pretending to be a porn producer to get naked girls on his camera. But then you find out different stuff about him and what he's filmed that camera later on in the series. But just in this one you find out who he is and what he's doing, and you just get two completely dumbass bloody women who are just trying to become porn stars, but they're so dumb it hurts your brain to watch. You're just like, how can you be that dumb? But I obviously tried to go to Tony Todd's character, who owns the scareboat stuff where they take him out to a swamp, and it obviously all goes. He had a cock up once, and he was like trying to tell a scary story, and he was like, someone slipped and hit their head, and he sued me for negligence. And he was like, that bastard. Then he's like, go down there, you'll find another boat down there. And then that's where the movie just kicks off. They go into a swamp, they run into a crocodile, and then they run into Victor Crowley. And the gore in this movie, I absolutely love the gore in this film. I think that's what's made it a cult classic in each and every single Hatchet film. The gore is over the top, the kills are over the top, and I love it, because I love films like Jason and Freddy. Anything over the top in a franchise like this is absolutely amazing. One day, you never know, we might see Jason versus Victor Crowley. Who knows? But I would say this is up there with some of the coolest death scenes out there, and I can see why Kane Hodder said yes, because I know some of his favourite kills were like killing the girl in the sleeping bag in Jason, so he's obviously going to have a fun time playing a hatchet-faced killer. And he also plays his dad in this film, which is absolutely mad. And yeah, like I said, like, there's a big mix of good comedy with horror, and they get the gore chucked in there with a decent storyline also. Obviously with the killer being accidentally killed by his father because he was getting picked on by the school bullies and stuff like that, and he accidentally kills him trying to get him out of the house fire. And yeah, because I don't really want to say way too much, because it'll probably go into Hatchet 2 and 3, because like I said, that all three films are based into 3 nights. So where this one ends, the second one picks up straight where it literally ends, and then the third one does the same. And then I think with Victor Crowley it's like jumped ahead a few years, I think. But yeah, I would definitely say I would recommend watching this film if you like a good cheap. You can tell it's cheaply made, but I think the most expensive thing that the budget was for was the cameras, because the effects are decent, but you can tell they're like low budget kills. I mean, at least they can't do any worse than Jeepers Creepers 3. At least they actually show the kills on screen. But if you love a good horror movie where you just want to sit down and have a laugh, look at some gruesome funny kills, I mean, and then you get Kane Hodder on top of it, who has smashed every single Jason role he's had, and then just watching Tony Todd as well in those 3-4 seconds, just his voice, man. Every time I hear his voice, so even in Final Destination, I have to end up watching Candyman every time, and Candyman is my all-time favourite horror movie, no matter what. But I would definitely say it's up there with a cool franchise. I would definitely say this can hold it. I mean, it's got a good fan base, and it can hold alongside films like Freddy, Hellraiser, Jason, Michael Myers, Leatherface. Victor Crowley is definitely up there with one of the top dogs, and I would definitely recommend picking this up, guys. And let me know what you think if you do watch it, and if you have seen it, what did you think of it? Did you have a good time watching it? Did you not have a good time? just let me know. I like to get different thoughts on this, because for me this was a fun film to watch, because straight from the get-go you can tell it's been filmed from a horror fan, and it's just hitting all the right spots at the right time, and it just feels absolutely perfect. But yeah, I'm going to give this film, for me, all these reviews are my opinion. Don't like bring any hate and be like, oh, you're wrong, you're absolutely wrong. And yeah, this is just my opinion. You guys can have your opinion if you didn't like it, and fair play, that's completely your opinion on that. But I'm going to give this film 8.5 out of 10. Obviously if the budget was a bit bigger at the time, it might have helped this film box office wise, and maybe got a bit more fraction into the series, and maybe some more fans like from the younger generation getting into it. And yeah, let me know once again if you've seen it. Let me know your thoughts on it. What did you think of Victor Crowley in this first movie of Hatchet? I'm probably going to review Hatchet 2 for next Wednesday. I really wanted to do Justice League Snyder Cut, but obviously this is a horror channel. But if you guys can hit 25 likes on this video, I might do a Zack Snyder Justice League review. Let me know. But yeah, let me know guys if you've seen any of the Hatchet films. I absolutely love them. Can never go wrong with Kane Hodder, Tony Todd, Robert Englund. That's just a match made in heaven. And then Hatchet 2 and 3 end up bringing in Danielle Harris as well, and other cameos from big horror franchises. So Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, you got a few characters from that who come in, which is pretty cool. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this Hatchet review. Let me know guys what you thought of this review, and what movies you would like to see reviewed in the next few coming weeks. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. Please smash that like button, please hit that subscribe button, and please don't forget to share to help support the Potato Army on the road to 5,000 subscribers, because we're 500 away from 2k. So if you are new, please join the Potato Army right now. And also don't forget to follow all my social media down below, because we're trying to reach 1,000 followers over on Twitter, and also 100 followers over on Twitch for the weekend streams. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. I've been dominating SPUD. I love you, Potato Army. Stay safe, stay home, and like always, don't forget to stay starchy.